guys, and welcome to this week's tarot reading with Rinky. Today is the reading for the 26th, for the week of the 26th of January. So happy Republic Day and happy anniversary to me. I'm currently hopefully away for a weekend. We're pre-filming. As usual, all the timestamps are down below, so make sure you check the info box and jump to the star sign that you are. Sometimes people ask me if sun signs and moon signs are the same. No, they're not. If you don't
we
know,
work according to
exactly
the sun
sign.
signs.
So Google your zodiac sign. Your zodiac sign is also called your sun sign, and depending on your birth date, the year does not matter. So yeah, let's dive right into it as usual with Aries.
Aries, the card that we have for you is Ace of Pentacles. This card here is telling us that this is a week of new opportunities. This is a week where I see financial gains, financial improvements, somewhere certain sort of security that you were longing for, aiming for. This is a week where there is an opportunity. If you feel like investing something, this is the right time, go ahead. So basically this is a week where I would insist on paying a little more attention to your finances, because it is a great time. Your energies with finances are really high and it is definitely going to favor you. Angel answer for you here is reconsider. Angels are telling you the situation that you've been working on to lately, somewhere back of the mind you have given up onto a certain thought and you feel like, no, this is not working. So there are too many negative thoughts in and around that situation. This card is only sort of reminding you that it's the time to reconsider a certain situation, a certain emotion, a certain person, anything for that matter where you have given up, but there is still a ray of hope that you should definitely consider. Taurus, the card that we have for you is Death. This card here indicates a certain thing needs to end, a certain feeling, a certain emotion, something. It feels like you've walked into a new phase, you walked into a new path, you're willing to seek a lot more new opportunities, but still back of the mind there is a lot of baggage that you're carrying. There's a lot of emotional a feeling where you're not feeling great. There's something that's holding you back. This card only talks about ending a certain phase and welcoming a new beginning into your life. Once you basically, there's something bright that wants to enter your life, but there is a blockage that you've made right in front of you, which is why you're unable to see a certain thing. So this card is only a reminder saying that end a certain phase. Angel answer for you here is compromise. This card here tells us that this is a period where you need to understand the situation that you're working onto requires you to go a little easy onto yourself, requires you to sort of compromise onto certain aspects. The more adamant you are towards a certain situation, it's sort of pulling away from you. So certain compromises here and there, anyway, at the end, it is definitely going to favor you. So this compromise won't be a big compromise for you as such. So go ahead and take that one step forward. Gemini, the card that we have for you is a card of Pentacles. This card here is telling us that this is a week of appreciation for you guys. So whatever efforts that you're putting into something, maybe it could be helping somebody at, just going out of your line and helping somebody or doing something for someone. This is a card where I feel the other person is equally sort of appreciative of all that you're doing. The person knows and has good vibes towards you. It could also relate in your professional life. If you've been doing something or working on something for the longest time and you feel there are no results, there are no appreciations, this is a week where I feel there are appreciations coming your way. At the same time, I would still say, keep doing what you're doing. Do not have any sort of over expectations from whatever you're doing, because I feel there is an over expectation inside you this week, which is sort of pulling you away from what you're doing, which is getting you disappointed, which is sort of demotivating you. So do not walk into that track. Keep doing what you're doing. Angel answer for you here is opportunity. Angels are telling you that the situation that you've been working on to, there are a lot of opportunities opening up in that situation for you. Somewhere in the past, there were a lot of blockages that you've been seeing, but somewhere right now, there are certain doors that are opening up for you, and which is where you'll realize that, if a certain thing didn't work out for you, why? It was for a reason. So somewhere now you'll try and connect the dots, and which will let you know that there are various opportunities towards that situation, and which is helping you grow in that aspect. Cancer, the card that we have for you is a card of Swords. This card here is telling us that this week technically looks like a very slow and a monotonous week for you. It feels like you're doing really low with your energies. It feels like, there is something that you've been really waiting for and it didn't work out your way. So emotionally, you're not feeling that great. Also, I see certain, element of support, certain element of dependency that's there on the cards for you. It just feels like, you're feeling insufficient for some reason. You feel you always need somebody or the other by your side. That fear of loneliness, or that feeling of not just being alone and not having a company is really, really bothering you. It's bringing your energies down. I would say this is a week where you need to focus on self-sufficiency. This is a week where you need to understand that, your company is good enough. So somewhere work on yourself a little more is what this card is saying. Yes, it looks like just a normal routine, nothing great coming up, but working on yourself is highly recommended this week. Angel answer for you here is if you believe. Angels are telling you that this is a week where you need to understand the situation that you're working onto. You need to place your trust and belief onto it before you work onto it, before you take certain steps onto it. It's just like once you start believing in it, once you start trusting in it, only then you will see certain things working your way out. It's just like, you're working without any faith in it, and which is why you're not seeing great results out of it. The belief that was there earlier into a situation, into a person, has really gone away. It's the time you need to sort of reconnect with that situation, with that person, have that power, have that belief, and then walk into it. Leo, the card that we have for you is the card of Wands. This card here is telling us that this is a week where I feel somewhere you're just waiting for a certain thing. It feels like you're extremely patient about it. It also tells me while you're patient about it, at the same time you're just very, very scared, very, very fearful about a certain thing to come your way. It feels that the patience might break down anytime soon. It feels like you're extremely, sort of tired and want to give up onto certain things. So that patience level that you've been working on and been firmly standing up with, it feels like you want to give up right now. It feels also, I can see signs of frustration, anger coming your way because a certain thing is not working your way and you're extremely tired of waiting for a certain person, certain emotion, certain energy. It just feels extremely tired right now. Angel answer for you here is peaceful resolution. Angels are telling you the situation that you're working on to right now is resolving peacefully. So somewhere all the efforts that's gone into it, all the sort of areas where you've completely worked upon, it's telling you it's coming closer. It's definitely coming closer. It's the time to celebrate. At this point, I would just say stay away from frustration, stay away from anger. Anything harsh onto the situation might sort of get onto the other side of it. So it's really important for you to stay connected, do everything very, very peacefully. Virgo, the card that we have for you is a card of Swords. This card here is telling us that this is a week where it feels, there are too many negative emotions running inside you. It just feels like you're not ready, and there are certain areas and aspects where you want to give up. This is also a sign where it talks about depression, it talks about anxiety. I feel your anxiety level is really, really going high. This is a time to focus, reconnect with yourself, put down your thoughts, journal them somewhere. It's very, very important for you to vent out certain emotions. I feel there's a lot that's going on inside you. It just feels like your head might burst. It's just a sign where I feel there are too many negative emotions that are running into your head this week. Angel answer for you here is abundance. Angels are telling you the situation that you've been working on, that you've been looking forward to. Angels are supporting you. Everything that you are seeking is coming to you in abundance. This is a time to sort of celebrate. This is a time to sort of help people around, and everything is definitely looking great onto the situation that you've been working on. Libra, the card that we have for you is a card of Pentacles. This card here is telling us that this is a great week in terms of your work, in terms of your profession. Anything, any effort that you're putting on to really feels like it's cultivating. You are seeing results. Finances are flowing in easily for you this week. But at the same time, I also see some sort of a problematic situation in terms of your personal life. This talks about areas you're struggling with a certain relationship. I see no improvements there. At the same time, I would only suggest that this is a time where you need to focus more onto yourself. It's just like you're losing yourself in this process. When it comes to personal areas, personal aspects, it just feels like you're not yourself, and somewhere I also see you're compromising a lot onto your self-respect, which is really a red flag at this point, and you need to pay attention onto that. Angel answer for you here is helpful people. Angels are telling you the situation that you're working on to requires you to seek help. You're trying to do everything by yourself and it's not helping. Somewhere it's the time where you need to seek help. You need to delegate a certain responsibility to somebody, which is where you will see too many hands coming into a situation will help you lead, which will definitely help you get closer to what you want. So somewhere this is a time where it's asking you to seek help from the people around. Scorpio, the card that we have for you is Knight of Cups. This card here is telling us that this week there is an improvement. This card also talks about, there is a growth emotionally. All that sort of low phase, all that, energies which were actually pulling you down, I see you have worked on yourself. The efforts are clearly visible, and this is a point where I feel you need to work a little more onto yourself to be 100% of what you were. So this is a period I feel pay 100% attention onto your emotions and deal with it, because I feel somewhere if you're taking it for granted right now, it feels your mental health is being affected, and this is a point where you really cannot take any chance with your mental health, because somewhere again it relates to your physical health and there will be health issues. So take your mental health as a priority this week. Angel answer for you here is it's up to you. Angels are telling you the situation that you're working on to or looking forward to. You are in complete authoritative position. It's the time where you need to take charge of a certain thing, a certain scenario. You need to do what you feel is right. Just go ahead and make the decision. There shouldn't be any hesitations, no procrastination, because this is a time where I feel your energies are great with that particular situation and you are in charge of it, and just go ahead and take the decision. Sagittarius, the card that we have for you is a card of wands. This card here is telling us that, this is a period where you want to stop, take a break and understand how far you've come. Somewhere there were constant efforts going on into something. This could be your personal life, this could be your professional life. But right now, your energies are saying it's the time to review. It's the time to understand what you've given into something. Are you being paid enough? Are the results matching? Because it just feels like there's too much hard work that's going on into something without seeing or without acknowledging the results. And this is a time where I feel acknowledging results is going to help you, and it will sort of motivate you to work harder. So just take a break on review. How far have you come in life? Also, I would say plan the next few sort of weeks or months accordingly as to what you want to do. It's asking you basically to have a clear vision in terms of whatever you're doing at this point. Angel answer for you here is within the next few weeks. Angels are telling you it's still the time to hold on to it. It's still the time to work onto it completely. Yes, you are definitely much closer to what you really want in life, to what you're seeking answer for. In the next few weeks, you will see things coming very close for you. It's the time to still put into that efforts. Do not give up at this point. Capricorn, the card that we have for you is Judgment. This card here is telling us that this is a week where your energies are great. This is a week where I feel somewhere, there are people around you who are being extremely supportive of all that you're doing. This card also says that somewhere, there is a reality check that you've got in life. Somewhere it feels in the past you were sort of blindfolded towards a certain situation, towards a certain person. Right now you're very sort of open-eyed and, you see the reality. Even if somebody's sort of, lying in front of you, you still understand that this is a lie and you still know the truth. So somewhere your intuition powers also this week is brilliant. I would say, do what your gut says this week. If there is any major step that needs to be taken, this is the right time, because your gut is really trying to guide you at this point. Focus on it. Angel answer for you here is within the next few months. Angels are telling you the situation that you're working on to. Every step matters, every step counts. This is a time where you need to understand that all the efforts that you've taken in the past, that you're taking in the present, is definitely leading you to where you want to be. So somewhere within the next few months, you will see positive changes, you will see bright changes towards the area that you've been working on. Capricorn, the card that we have for you is a card of swords. This card here is telling us that this week is sort of a crucial week for you. This is a week where I feel somewhere there are certain energies inside you which want to flow out, which tells me that you're aware of what you want and how you want a certain thing in your life. But at the same time, I see a lot of pressure on you. This could be family, this could be friends, this could be whoever. It just feels like, you're tired of this pressure and you want to run away. You want to sort of seek a lot of independence is what this card is saying. If there is any decision that you want to make sure that decision comes out of you, somewhere getting under influence and making a certain decision with some pressure is only going to land you into a wrong step, onto a wrong situation. So this is a card which tells you, make sure the decision that you're making is yours. Angel answer for you here is meditation brings answers. Angels are telling you the situation that you're working on to currently requires you to sit down with yourself, requires you to sort of ask questions to your own self, requires you to sort of seek answers from within. This is a period where you need to reconnect with your own self, somewhere start meditating, which is where it sort of will give you a certain calm that you're looking forward to. And this is the right time for you to actually seek answers from within. Pisces, the card that we have for you is Queen of Cups. This card here is telling us that this is a week where, somewhere there is a period where you're feeling content, where you're feeling extremely comfortable with the way the scenario is, with the way the situation is. This card also is a reminder saying that emotionally, yes, there might be lows, but it feels like you're taking care of yourself very well and there's absolutely nothing to worry of. Also, one more thing that I would want to highlight here is saying that if there's any luxury that you're planning to buy, this is a good week for it. Just go ahead and take that. It's only going to help you get better. Angel answer for you here is no. Angels are telling you the situation that you're working on to clearly is not working your way out right now. So it's the time to sort of hold on to it, or maybe look at other options, look at other sides of the story. But at this point, it's just saying that, release a certain thing that's not helping you anymore.
I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give us your questions, comments, thoughts down below in the comment section. As usual, all of Rinky's contact details are down below in the info box. So if you want to do like a detailed reading, she's your girl. I will see you guys in the next video, and Rinky will see you next week. Bye.